Hey guys, this is Connor with Conquest HP. When you're hurt or you're experiencing pain or you're injured, it's tempting to think that you should just cease all training for a particular body part or cut out a complete exercise from your routine or cut out your gym routine entirely until you feel better. And oftentimes that belief is going to come from the advice you get from medical professionals or healthcare practitioners. But it's not always the best advice. And it's not always good to have that all or nothing perspective on exercises. Usually pain and injuries are kind of dose-response relationships, and they're things that we have built, we've accumulated over time. They developed over time. Even if it's something that seemed to happen acutely, it's something that has been coming for a while. You exceed the recovery abilities of certain tissues over time, over a prolonged period of time, and then eventually something just goes. But that's how you have to think about it in the gym when you're hurt, when you're injured too. You can't just say, I have knee pain when I squat sometimes, therefore all squats are bad forever until I have no pain. That's wrong. You have to start thinking about where the dosage is coming from and what the response is. So do you have pain squatting down only 4 inches, or do you have to squat all the way down to parallel before you start incurring that pain? Do you have pain with an unloaded barbell, or do you only experience pain when you're getting close to your 1 rep max? Do you have pain with a back squat, or only with a front squat, or only with a goblet squat? It's not, you can't just say that the squat is a bad movement, even when you're injured, even when you're hurt. If you can do that movement pattern in a modified way, in a way that does not instigate further symptoms and doesn't make things worse in that moment, a few hours later, the next day, the next few days, then it's safe for you. And it might be productive for you to do that because it'll keep some of those muscles strong, the surrounding tissue strong, as long as your technique is still on point, as long as you're controlling that movement a lot. So that would be a better alternative for you compared to just resting completely in a lot of cases. And I don't mean, you felt okay squatting 4 inches down, so that means go and do a 3-hour squat workout on that leg that's injured. But I do mean you can preserve some strength, preserve some movement while you're hurt without furthering your symptoms. And that is not necessarily going to get in the way of your recovery. So ditch this idea that when you're hurt, it means you have to cut things out completely, slash and burn style. You can be a lot more intelligent with your approach and assess things, assess that dosage that you're getting from particular movements and exercises, and assess the response that you get out of that as well. And if you do that, you'll see that you can keep a lot more things in your routine that you thought you couldn't before. And you'll probably find that some things that you thought were safe, like static stretching for a particular injury, may make things worse. And that's where you have to start cutting instead of including. So play around with it. If you have questions or comments, definitely leave those below or shoot me a message. And hit like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.